a 3D printed self-centering pick allowing for top speeds and precision. Is that even a thing? Hi there, I'm Chris, and today I'll be doing something new which I didn't quite expect, but which turned out to be a lot of fun. So first, a bit of background history here. I typically play jazz threes, and they come in different colors and sizes, but they're thick and they're very precise, pointy, and they don't take up too much space in your hand. They're really good, and they're cheap as well. Plastic picks, you can buy them in big packs. So that's great stuff. But I was contacted by Manuel at Picktwist, which is a new guitar plectrum company that currently has a Kickstarter campaign. And what he told me was a bit different. So here's a 3D printed pick, and it's not flat, and it's not just thick for the sake of being thick. It has a very interesting structure, and at first I didn't really know what to make of it. Because at a first glimpse, it seems uneven, right? But then it struck me that this is pretty brilliant because a lot of students actually approach grabbing their pick like this in a pinch movement. And it makes sense, but it also really screws up your picking because, if you've ever seen Marty Friedman pick or, that kind of thing, you can't really pick well if you hold the pick like this. So the correct way to grab the pick, and which is something I always teach in my video, is to kind of find a natural way to join the thumb and the index finger, and then just put your pick in there. Now what's cool with these picks is they are contoured. So if you grab the pick like this, it's gonna feel weird. And if you grab it the right way, it's gonna feel freaking perfect because that's how it was designed. It's basically designed for you to put your thumb where you're supposed to put your thumb. And not only that, because it is contoured, they can actually control pretty much the distance between the pick point and your thumb. Because the contour kind of dictates where to hold it. And coincidentally, there's just a little bit sticking out, which is perfect for shredding, right? And if you want to throw in those cool pinch harmonics. So I'm going to try to play a little bit with this, but there's the background. It's not just some random new pick shape. It has a purpose. First, I'm just going to grab my Jazz 3 and see what sound we have here. Maybe a bit louder here. Okay, there's a bit of picking for you. Now let's grab this, which is called the Timo Sommers signature. That's pretty cool. Let's go back to the Jazz 3. Whoa. Okay, pick twist here. So I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm hearing more edge and articulation here. And that is, I should say that this is just a prototype, right? I think this is, the end product is going to be in a slightly different kind of plastic, which is more durable. Of course, I have no chance of testing durability now. This is my first time holding this pick. But what I notice is that this pick is clearly more pointy than my Jazz 3. And the Jazz 3s are pretty good. They're pointy, but this is on a different level now. So the issue with this, of course, is if you practice with this and play a lot with this, going back to a non-pointy pick is going to be harder. So if I were to start playing with this pick, I would need a whole bunch of them. So it goes down a little bit to price, right? But since these are, plastic picks, I can't imagine them being, insanely expensive. We'll see. They have their Kickstarter now. I can't really find any prices. Maybe they're there. You can check them out. Picktwist is the website name. But okay, this is pretty cool. Now, I was sent a total of 3 picks, and they all share the same basic properties where they're contoured. But since this contour allows, as I was saying, it basically allows producer of the pick to kind of dictate where you hold your pick. So you will notice that this blue one, there's much more of the edge sticking out. That's because not only is it a little bit higher, but again, it's contoured in a way so that more is sticking out. So that goes down a little bit to your personal preference in terms of picking styles. I would probably make do with several of these because for shredding, I like to have just a little bit sticking out, and for some kind of rhythm styles where I want to do a lot of pinch harmonics. But then if I want to do something with bigger movements and maybe even some cleaner sounds, then I would actually grab a larger pick. So I would stray from my Jazz 3 I showed you and maybe have something bigger, like standard pick size. I think this is like Clayton. I bought it back in the days, 1.5 millimeters. So these 3 picks would obviously serve these needs, but the main thing here, which I'm really liking, is the contour and the fact that it just makes me hold the pick exactly where I've been telling you guys to hold the pick for all this time. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you could just learn to grab the pick the right way, and that would solve the problem of not holding it right. But then there's the issue of the pick actually slip away. That's a common mistake or a common problem if you sweat a little bit and maybe you attack the string a bit heavily and the pick starts moving, right? And that's a major issue if you're in the middle of a solo or something. And the contour also prevents that from happening as well. So it's pretty cool stuff. I want to thank Manu for sending me these. These are my first high-end shred picks that I've ever tried. So I will give ththese a go, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. See ya. Cheers.